Hello, people. My name is Troy Vincent. I don't know if you haven't watched any of my other videos, so please ignore anything I reference back to those. And I'm actually working on a remake of the original movie I did, and um, I just wanted to do this quick video because I actually have a studio I'm putting together so that I can make better videos, and I have all the stuff right now. I just haven't put together the movie I'm actually remaking, which was one of the movies I did in the original one I did. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to redo the second one again, which was what I've made the trailer about, which I posted on Rumble here. Um, but I just wanted to make a quick point and make another. Shh, quiet, my dog's whining. I just wanted to make a quick point that I can understand where people are coming from when they don't want to believe what I'm telling them here. And the truth is kind of a heavy thing, and I can understand. But when you look at what's going on, it's really not so hard to believe. What I'm doing is just trying to get the truth out about something that happened in 1974. I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to get money out of the man. I don't even want anything. I don't want fame and fortune. I just want the truth to be told. He originally lied to me and told me he was going to make me rich and famous, which I've given up on that years ago, and I lost my dogs and then my wife in 2020. So it's just been barely over a year since I lost my wife. I'm just trying to get the truth out. I know we're not all going to live forever, and again, I know it's hard to swallow, but I'm just going to say it right out that in 1974, I lived around the corner from George Lucas's cousin. His name was Jack Hamburger, which I'm 99% sure because I'm pretty sure I remember calling him Jack more than one time, and my brother saying he's your friend, not ours. So we were always fighting over little stupid things, but I have a tendency to get one track. I have a one-track mind, so I have a tendency to follow details rather than stick with the story. But he lived around the corner, and we were playing Pirates one day, and I said Jedi Knights in the Force, which was something. And I really, to be honest with you at this point, I come close to death a few times before I ever got 2 years old. So I don't know. I can't tell you for a fact whether Jedi Knights in the Force came from a dream or whether I was really dead and saw it in heaven. And nonetheless, when we were playing Pirates in the front yard, Jack Hamburger was there, my two brothers, a girl named Lisa Bell, my friends Tar and Kelly Payne, and the girl across the street, her name was Lisa Bell. I think I just said that. And my brothers David and Vince, which Vince is my older brother, David's my younger brother. I said I'm a Jedi Knight. I'm going to use the Force to defeat you, and that was 1974. That was 3 years before Star Wars came out. Jack Hamburger was at my house every day bugging me to get on the phone with his cousin George Lucas. Again, I'm going to be talking about all this in the movie that I'm remaking. And I just want you to know I wouldn't just make this stuff up. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard for you to swallow, and I'm sorry. I can't change the truth any more than you can. So, and George Lucas knows it's true. God knows it's true, and I know it's true. And so I just wanted to do a quick video because it's going to take me a while to work on this movie and get it done. And I'm going to make sure I do it right. And I don't want to have a lot of, because as I told you, I have a bad habit of explaining details of details, and I get sidetracked from where my main point was to go with, or where I was trying to go with the point. So I'm just trying to do another quick video and let you all know. I really wish people would just share us with everybody and let them decide for themselves whether they like it or not. And I'm always open to questions. But I often run into people who don't make questions, but they make derogatory statements, and I end up deleting their comments because they're not even considering the fact that what I'm saying could be true. They're just attacking me. So anything like that attack wise, I'm gonna delete your comment. But as far as questions, I'm willing to answer questions. As I've always said, I would be willing to take a lie detector test. Say they can do, Well, if they got a better way than a lie detector test, polygraph, whatever, they could give it to me, because I'm telling the truth about what happened in 1974. George Lucas stole Jedi Knights of the Force from me. He told me he was going to make me rich and famous on the telephone at Jack Hamburger's house in 1974, and it's sad that the man's made 25 billion just with CBS Fox, 21st Century Fox. It made, I don't know what it's made with Disney, I'll be honest with you. But I mean, again, it's not really about the money at this point, and I just want the truth to be told. And the fact that I tried to get him to admit the truth 20 years ago. He tried to have me arrested by the Bedford, Ohio Police Department, and I was being nice to him in the letters I wrote then at first. Then I got kind of mad. I mean, I said some things that were kind of, I guess uncalled for. I mean, I kind of wished things on him. I didn't really threaten him, because, of course, if you threaten somebody who's big time in Hollywood, you're going to end up in jail, or you're going to get stalker things. So he tried to send an ex-FBI agent to my house more than once. The first time he lied to me about who he was. His name was Bob Frederick. Then he's the one who went to the Bedford, Ohio Police Department and tried to have me arrested. Nonetheless, I had a piece of evidence from 1974 that was stored away in a sleeve, and my brothers both had a sleeve just like mine, and all three of them were right together, but mine disappeared. And while this happened, there was 3 people who I talked to on the phone. No one else knew about the paper or even where it would have been located. So I talked to 3 people on the phone, my 2 brothers and my mother. They're the only ones who knew the location and what that piece of paper was. So there's no one else who could have found it. No one else that could have just got up and walked away and been there. Again, there was 3. These sleeves were like red plastic on the outside, clear on the inside, and you could shove several documents into them. I'll put a clip in here of a picture and show you what the document sleeve holder looked like. And again, each one of us had one with our birth certificates, our immunization records, medical records. And mine had that piece of paper. It said Jedi Knights of the Force on it from 1974. I put it in there in West Palm Beach, Florida in 1974 when my brothers and me were outside. And I said, you know what, that kid's cousin might try to steal that. And he goes, no, but my younger brother. This is one of the memories that he had that struck and made him remember. It was because he also said in the front yard, maybe you're the evil woman. I said, when they asked me when we were playing Pirates, remember what I told you? We were playing Pirates, and I said, I'm a Jedi Knight. I'm used to Force to defeat you. And everybody's like, huh? What's a Jedi Knight? And I told my brother, I said, so someone who fights evil using the Force. And well, maybe you're the evil one. That's what he said. So he were between that and then him saying nobody's going to steal that when I was in Florida, he finally remembered. My older brother remembers something. He just doesn't remember me saying what. He remembers Knights. And of course that kind of makes sense because when we were in the house, I asked him how to spell Knights. My mother told me how to spell Jedi because I asked her, how would you spell Jedi? And she says, I guess it would be J-E-D-I. She don't even remember at all. Of course, we were all going through a lot of hard times. By that time, a year later, I was in a foster home, but I'm going to get into all that in the video that I'm making, and I just wanted to make this quick video and tell you all, I'm not making this up, and that piece of evidence disappeared, and the only way anybody could have found its location is if they were bugging my phones, tapping my phones, and that's a whole ball of wax there. I know there's a lot going on with that kind of stuff right now, and I know it's a lot for people to swallow, but hey, there's no other explanation. I guess it was Sherlock Holmes or Sir Arthur Conan Doyle that said once you eliminate the impossible, that which remains, however improbable, must be the answer. So I'm always reminded of that, and somehow they got the document sleeve and my piece of paper that was in there. and I was in the paperwork, and as I've been going back through everything and figuring things out, I had some dates wrong in some of the other videos, but it was actually early 2000, because I had been staying in Port St. Lucie, Florida at the beginning of 2000. I came back, and me and my mom were going through some paperwork, and that's when we pulled out the sleeve, and I pulled out that piece of paper that said Shadow Knights in the Forest, and I didn't even realize what it was, and it was in my document sleeve. That document sleeve that's disappeared now. It's gone. It's completely vanished, and nobody knows. Nobody in my family's rich, so somebody had to find its location somehow. But anyway, I'll get into that, and I just wanted to make one more video before I start working on the big video, or finish working on it, should I say. And before I finish it, and I wanted to get one more video out there before, you know, this is the old-fashioned way here compared to what I have now. So I just want you people to understand, I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't make this up. I know it's hard to swallow. You know, I can't help that. If you can't take the truth, George Lucas isn't the guy you think he is. Star Wars isn't what you think it is. And it so aggravates me when I see even patriots out there all the time. Well, Star Wars is Star. And I go, you're defending a guy who's a criminal. And you wonder how the tree is rotten at the core, because it's rotten at the root. That's why. It's rotten at the root. It's been rotten all along, because we've had people like this. And everybody thinks, oh, how could he be bad? He's like a rebel, and you know. Yeah, no, he's not. He's not a good person. You're gonna find out. All right, take care. And just one note on that point. I posted a message, and I wasn't being rude to one of the patriotic guys out there who makes videos, and he always has memorabilia behind his, head when he's making his videos, and I said something about his memorabilia, kind of supporting a crook, and he erased my comments, which I immediately unfollowed this patriot. Sorry, my dog's wanting to play. This is one of them anyway. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There's the other one. Two big babies. All right, calm down. But anyway, it's just a point that I'm just trying to tell the truth out there. I wasn't being rude to him, and I didn't really say it like that. I guess you would have had to have read it, and he erased it, so I can't even read it back to you what it said. But he took my message down, and it was kind of disappointing, because being that everything that's going on, and everybody knows there's corruption in Hollywood as well as DC, that he would do that and not even think to consider that, what if this guy's telling the truth? And then he to me, he was no better than those who are, let's say, censoring people, because that's basically what he did to me. And to me, I'll just say he's a salty guy, and then you'll know who I'm talking about. But I immediately unfollowed him, and I really, to me, he's no better than the left. He's no better than Facebook. He's no better than Twitter, because he basically censored me and what I was saying, and I wasn't even being rude. So that's the end of this video. That's all I wanted to say, and I'm not trying to call him out. He might be a decent guy, but he's not thinking logically. On that note, and he was probably getting a little snowflakeish over his memorabilia. So I'm going to leave that at that, and let you all think about this for a while. And again, I just hope you all share this video with other people. Let them decide for themselves. I'm not trying to force the truth on you, but it is the truth, so you can take it whatever way you want to. But at least let other people decide. And I've noticed I haven't got a lot of views. I was under the non-subscriber algorithm on Facebook, and just to prove that, or YouTube, sorry. And to prove that, one of my videos, it had hit 49,600 and something views. I can't even remember the number now. In less than, I think it was a month and a week or something like that. And it took it 5 years. That's when they put the algorithm on me. It took it 5 years to pass 50,000. Now, can you imagine? How would it pass 49,600 and something in less than 5 weeks, but then take it 5 years to hit 400 more? That just doesn't add up. So, and then after that, any videos I posted after that one, which wasn't 5 years. I mean, I posted them every couple months, and they would barely get 1 or 2 views or 3 views. It takes them years to get 100, you know. So they put me under a very powerful algorithm, and I'm sure it's not to cover up the truth about someone in Hollywood, right? Take care now.